What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, bringing you Splinterlands content daily. We also stream over on Twitch at This Is Aftersound, so come by and say hello. All right, wanted to do an April DEC airdrop APR update. So we have seen this go down a bit over the last couple of months, but I think I have some good news today in terms of those, in terms of if you are either holding DEC or thinking about buying into DEC for the airdrop, because the APR has gone up and it has gone up significantly. So let's go ahead. I'll bring out my calculator here. Now, I like to use the $100 example. So if we take $100, we can see DEC is currently at $1.64 per thousand, or we'll divide this by 0.00164. That's going to get you roughly 60,975 DEC, which when we use the Splinter Cards calculator here is going to get you about 4.6 SPS per day. So again, a lot of this is variable. So I don't necessarily like to look at where this will be by the end, because more, every time a pack is bought, more airdrop points are added in. But as of right now, you're going to get 4.6 SPS per day. So what does that mean? 4.6 times the current price of SPS, which is 0.111. 111 is going to get you roughly 51 cents worth of value per day. And what that ends up doing is, if we divide that by 100, which is the initial amount of capital that you would have to put in, this is going to be your daily percentage rate. So 0.005, multiply that by the 365 days in a year, and all of a sudden we are looking at 186% return on your investment. Again, now this is based on whatever the value that you have in DEC right now, or how, if you were to buy in. So more specifically, if you were to buy in today, what would that look like? Because if you've been holding, then you've already, incurred some capital loss. But for those of you who are either thinking about accumulating today, and when I say accumulating, not necessarily buying, I mean, you could be getting this just from rental income or from playing the game and earning there. I know DEC rewards are a little low right now, but we're at not a dollar, but 186% in terms of APR. So this is looking really good compared to where SPS is, which I think is only at about 26%. Now, SPS with the combination of vouchers, so the value that you're still getting from vouchers, is roughly, I think, still around like 50% or maybe a little bit below 50%. But if you remember just 2 months ago, so when I did this in February, the DEC holdings, right, the DEC APR for holding or for the airdrop was, I think, about 112%. So obviously with DEC price kind of crashing further down, we're now just about, I want to say about, I guess this is 60% above its peg, right? Because we're supposed to be down to $1 at this point. So now that we're only 60% above the peg, the APR has gone up. So here's the thing. There's still quite a bit of time left in the airdrop. There's 111 days. That's 3.5 months, over 3.5 months. So the question is now, is DEC oversold? And maybe we can explore that in another video. But for me right now, it's hard to say whether it's oversold or not, but it's also hard to deny the opportunity that exists currently with holding, with holding or buying into DEC at this price point. So yes, is there a chance that this goes back down to its peg? Absolutely. I mean, I think that's what the team wants. So I think for sure this will be going down to 0.001 or $1 per thousand. The question though remains is there further risk involved when it comes to it going below its peg, I should say, because then all of a sudden, now it's not just, now it wouldn't just be a 40% loss for you, right? If you were to put in $100 today and DEC goes back down to its peg, you'd lose $40 right off the bat. But if it goes down below its peg and maybe goes to 0.0005 or something like that, which we have seen in the past, yeah, I mean, that would be something where you lose significantly more. You lose over 2/3 of your money when that happens. Now, there are certain things that I think the team is putting into place, and I'll go into that in a future video. But mainly, either it'll be mechanisms to burn DEC, whether that's upcoming with land, or what it sounded like they're going to do is at least initially offer the Chaos Legion packs for DEC. So instead of buying it for 4,000 credits, you buy it for 4,000 DEC, and that is a way that they are hoping to stabilize the currency by having it backed by their products. So that's probably outside the scope for this video, but just wanted to share with you what the current DEC APR is looking like. And as I said, it's gone up significantly. I think 2 months ago we were at about 112%. I think last month in March we were at like 140%. So this is a significant jump. And if DEC continues to go down and get closer to its peg, I think holding it would be would obviously become even more appealing. Now, I do want to call out the argument being made, just because people have been messaging me about it. But the argument being made for throwing DEC into a liquidity pool, specifically like the DEC SPS, for example. Now, for me, my issue with liquidity pools is impermanent loss, because at the end of the day, you're going to end up with less SPS than you bought and more DEC that you bought, because we're assuming at this point that SPS will either stay stable, go up, or if it goes down, it may not go down as much as DEC will. So if that were to happen, the benefit, and I want to make sure I call this out, the benefit is that as your SPS supply would decrease, your DEC supply would go up, meaning that you would have a ton more airdrop points as we got closer to the end of the airdrop. Now, once the airdrop is over, right, and maybe people completely sell off on DEC, you might end up with a ton of DEC, not as much SPS. I mean, like a very significantly small amount of SPS. And if DEC is worth less than its peg, then you're going to have to find ways to use it. And hopefully that implementation of the Chaos Legion packs will be something that will not only drive pack sales, but also stabilize the DEC currency at its peg. All right, but that's all I have for you guys in this video. I'll dig into some of those other topics in the future, as I'm still kind of wrapping my brain around what happened in the most recent town hall and trying to share my thoughts on that with you guys. But let me know, 186%. Let me know if this is something that you think is appealing, if you are continuing to ape into DEC and reaping the rewards for doing so. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. I will catch you all in the next video, and I will see you around the game. Take care.